Hello friends, today we are going to learn about ELSS investment. Are you aware that there is a way to save taxes as well as create wealth? So let's explore how you can go about it. So under the old tax regime, you can claim a tax reduction of 1.5 lakh rupees every year. How do you do that? You invest in one of these instruments and you can get a tax saving of 7.5 thousand to 45,000 based on what your tax bracket is. So let's go through these three categories one by one. The first category is the market link category, which basically invests in equities and the bonds. One of the product is ELSS and the second one is ULIP. ELSS is primarily an equity linked savings scheme and ULIP is mix of equity or debt depending on which plans you choose. The second category is fixed income. Herein there are various instruments right from PPF to National Savings Certificate to tax saving FD, post office FD, NABARD bonds, Sukanya Samriddhi and senior citizen savings scheme. These returns are largely fixed in nature and typically backed by sovereign guarantee. The third category is others. Here it involves premiums, insurance premiums and pension premiums, national pension scheme. Then you have children tuition fee and repayment of home loan principal. So how do you go about selecting a right product? Well, we suggest a four-lens approach for it. The first is, of course, the return. You ask, what is the potential return of this product? Now, when you are looking for return, you must also ask, is there a risk when the return is higher? A higher return always comes with more volatility. Although a longer duration may reduce the risk of the product, but nevertheless, you must ask the risk and return potential of each product. The second question you must ask is the tax incidence of product. So when you are going to sell the product or when the maturity of the product comes to, what are the tax rate you are going to pay for the product? If it is higher, then you have to reduce your return expectations from it to adjust for the taxes you will pay on maturity. The third question you ask is lock-in period. Now, lock-in period can range from 3 years all the way to your retirement. So there are various ways to plan your goals as per the lock-in period of this product. The fourth question you must ask is whether it suits your financial goals. Now, it may happen that your financial goals might be way far out in the future, and these products may have a similar kind of a maturity, then it perfectly suits your goals. Now, let's look all the products one by one. The first product is ELSS. This product returns are largely linked to market because ELSS funds have to invest largely into equity securities. Now, typically, the capital gain tax on this is at 12.5%, only about 1.25 lakh of capital gain. The beauty of this product is the tax rate is among the lowest. At the same time, lock-in period is only 3 years. Going to the second and third and fourth product, largely the interest rate varies from 6.5% to 8%. These are fixed income products, so the rate of return is guaranteed. Some of it also have a sovereign guarantee, for example, NSC or a 5-year post office deposit, but the tenure and the lock-in of this product is 5 years. At the same time, the tax you pay on redemption or maturity is similar to the tax rate you will have at the time of the maturity of this product. The other options like PPF and NPS are more or less in a similar line. While PPF offers you a exempt from taxation even at the time of selling, but typically the initial lock-in period will be as high as 15 years if you have not started the PPF investments earlier. So what do we see? So typically ELSS, since it invests in equity security, in the past if you see 20-year returns of an ELSS product, it has turned out to be somewhere around 14.68% till December 24. So if you see today, if you had invested 12,500 every year, every month, every year, which is 1.5 lakh into 20 years, you would have ended up with a 113 lakhs in surplus. So what it tells you is that your initial capital has gone up by 5.7 times. Similarly, in case of NSC, that capital would have multiplied by 2.4 times. In bank FD and public post office deposits, it would have multiplied to 2.3 times. As you can see, that ELSS has compounded money at a much faster rate. At the same time, the other products, although they have generated reasonable return, it is far lesser than what ELSS product has delivered. But one point is important to remember here that these are the past returns and we cannot promise any future returns. However, in past, equity has generally delivered better returns than fixed income and hence this illustration. Now to conclude, you can see that the power of ELSS is huge. There you have tax saving and favorable taxation at the end of maturity. At the same time, you get a lower lock-in period and higher compounding rate. So when you look at fixed income instruments, typically they'll at best match the inflation rate. But if you have to really generate wealth, you must earn something beyond inflation so that your saving increases at the end of investment period. That is how I like to conclude that if you are looking to save taxes as well as trying to create wealth, ELSS seems to be a perfect match for that. Thank you.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.